What's going on, everybody? It's CryptoVision here, back in with another market deep dive. Today's video, we're going to be checking out the one, the only TARS AI project that I've been bullish on, a project that I've been talking about. We're going to be checking out multiple time frames, weekly, daily, hourly, what we always do here. If you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more. I drop content on various crypto, traditional stocks, precious metals, traditional stocks, a little bit more on the live streams on Mondays and Wednesdays. If you're interested in a free Discord, it'll be linked in the description. If you're bearish, you're bullish, you're neutral, we talk about all types of charts, community chart shares, general chats, all that good stuff. We got memes in there as well. If you're interested in a paid Patreon membership, it has more tools at your disposal. It has everything that you would need if you're trying to become a trader. Okay, everything is listed out. You don't need to purchase anything to see what is available. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. So we got TARS here on the weekly chart. It's an asset that I'm pretty bullish on. I got some key levels to the downside, key levels to the upside. Remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. These are my ideas. These are my levels. And so the way that I operate, the way that my channel operates is, if you're above a certain level, okay, where are we? We're at 6645, so we're still below. Okay, so we're targeting 16799, and we're targeting 13903. I don't know why I gave a really ugly squiggly. So are these two levels. Okay, 266 is not even on the table. 554 is not on the table. 74 is not on the table. None of these are on the table. No, no, no. It's too much. That's too much work. That's too much of your mind racing. You're thinking about, outcomes, and you're not focused on the process. The process remains the same, okay? So right now what we have is a nice rounded bottom, and we're coming right here, and we're kind of almost flagging out right in here on the weekly chart. So for me personally, once 16799 is broken, I'm entering a position, and this would be an area where I'm looking to take some profits. That's me, right? That's me. That's the way that that's the way I operate in the swing trading environment right now. Swing trading for me has been working out. So the long term holds are for my other assets like XLM, Chainlink, things like that. These smaller cap coin. I mean, this is a $14 million market cap. Like, it's not. I just think it's risky to hold on to these for long periods of time when we're in turmoil like we are right now. And as far as news of the Middle East, from what I've been reading and what I've heard and what I kind of talked about yesterday on Monday's live, I do not believe a deal is going to be made today. I do believe that the war will continue on for the next couple of weeks. I've covered Bitcoin dominance, stablecoin dominance. Those are correlated with the crypto market cap. Those have a time decision around April 20th to May 1st. Okay, so really we're looking at April 20th to the beginning of May, where we're looking for a possible end to the war, which will allow markets to breathe. Oil will come down. Precious metals will continue its correction. So I do think precious metals are going to continue in their current up wave. So all that's covered in the live if you're interested in that kind of stuff. More of a macro overview of why I think the way I think. It's not just, oh, look at the charts, this, that, and the other. Oh, look at the RSI, this, that, and the other. No, there's other reasons for it. It's not just astrology for men, as some say. So in terms of the MACD, it doesn't look the greatest. It's kind of just fluttering. It's kind of just inching its way up, which is not what you like to see. You do want to see an impulse, okay? It's just going sideways, very indecisive. And that pretty much aligns with the RSI. An indecisive MACD, indecisive RSI, you're above the moving average or below the moving average. You're above the moving average. Are you going to bounce and go? Because that does look fairly nice. Fairly nice. Fairly nice. Right at a key area. We're going to do this. I don't know what this is for. If it's on a different one, we're going to take this off the weekly, because that is not required. It's not required. You have bullish divergence all the way from November of 2025 to, I think, February, March 2nd. So that's what 4 months? 4 months of bullish divergence on a tiny altcoin that is affiliated with crypto and AI. I think it's the best of both worlds. I do. Very bullish on TARS. Okay, so we have price targets to the downside. We have 139. Right, we have 139. Once you break 16799, like I said, we have these targets to the upside. These are resistant levels, okay? 15 cents, we're moving that to green. I'm sorry, if you go from 1.5 cents to 15 cents, I'm sorry, but that's, for me, that's a that's a take profit zone for me personally. Okay, that's a great area for me to. That would be a great area for me to take some profits. Okay, all the way going up to 34 cents, going up to 58 cents. Okay, so as of right now, there's ample opportunity for this coin to do great things. Right, to do great things. I do think we're in an ABC. Right, you even have like a 1, 2. You have a 3. You came up in a 4, and now you're in your 5th. Okay, so you have 5 ways to the downside, completed move. This is why I'm very bullish on TARS. It's because it has 5 waves to the downside, so it's not a 3-wave move down. Because when you get 3-wave moves down, right, when you get 3 down, you more than likely get 3 back up, and then you got to come back down, typically in 5, right? Typically in 5. Okay, so you got 5 ways to the downside. So that's a completed move. Okay, that's a completed move. We don't want to see 3 waves up because then it's going to leave way to a bunch of other crap. So we want to see 5-wave move to the upside, okay? We definitely do want to see that. Pardon me. For on the daily chart, let me zoom into here for you so we can get a better understanding of what's going on. Need to make a decision by the end of this week, early next week, make a decision for TARS AI, at least for this current move. And I've seen this in a lot of small cap altcoins and a lot of smaller cap altcoins under 200 million, right? Under 200 million. Those are relatively small, right? Those are relatively small. And so, you're kind of finding this, you're finding support at this trend line. You're finding resistance at this 16779 level. You're just compacting and squeezing. You are, as of right now, you are above your 50 and your 20 EMA. So that's great news. That is great news. And so this is why I'm waiting. I'm waiting on 16799 because you can come up through here. You can reject. And then you'd see yourself, you enter right here and then you reject. And that's 17%, pullback right off the bat. You could go lower. I realistically could add something down through here. I do want to check this out though. Let's add it and then I can put in some, we can check it out. We can break it down for one more lower. I don't believe I have anything. No. Cool. Okay, let's check this out. Let's kind of see what's going on. 1.4. Let's check this out right here. Slightly lower. I just think if you do take out lows, you're gonna sweep through this liquidity. I do. So we got that level. We're gonna check out. We're gonna check this out. Actually, we're gonna invert this. Okay, we're gonna invert this right here. We're gonna check this out. So this is an inverted chart, right? This is an inverted chart. We're gonna see what the full extension has been hit. What extension has been hit so far? Okay, if we can hit this right through here. 2618 is right up through here. Wow, that's a pretty low level. It is. It's pretty low. It's pretty low. I did not mean to delete that. So that lower level was at 0.006. That would be a pretty drastic correction if that occurred. Don't know. Look at that one. That matches up almost perfectly. That matches up almost perfectly to this level right here. Bango. Bingo, bango, bongo. Almost matches up with that one. This is a nice fib right here. We got 3 areas. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3. We got 4 areas. Okay, so these key levels they're matching up with various extensions and retracements. So we have a good idea. It is pretty ugly. Like there's nothing in here that really looks like the third wave. I mean, unless you got something like right here, like you have a 1, 2, you have like an A, B, C, come down in a 4th, and this is your 5th. Okay, so you have an idea that this is just a very long, drawn out third wave, which is fine. Okay, so you have that. It's almost like a diagonal just for how long this third wave is, and then pending how this 5th wave is so short. This thing is Yeah, this thing is tiny, tiny so far, tiny, and there's no real setup right now. Nothing really. I mean, 1, 2, A, B, C, 3. Then you have to come down for fourth and fifth. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I kind of want to check out the 4-hour on this inverted. So when we do this, this looks bullish because remember this is green. Going this way is green. All right, you have this pattern, you have this triangle pattern, and you've fallen through the triangle multiple times, and now you're down below the triangle. So that's, to me, that's bullish for the bullish case. I kind of want to just see any kind of move going on in here. I mean, this could realistically be like a 1, 2, and through here. A, B, C, but you'd still have only 3 up. This is like a 4th wave move, and then you need a 5th up. So we're going to check this out. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We need to. Pardon me. If you like today's video, if you get anything out of it, I'd really appreciate it if you subbed and or liked the video. It helps out the channel a ton. And it's free for you. It is free for you. And hopefully you get something out of it, right? That's the idea. That is the idea going through this stuff right through here. So you can equip yourself with some key levels. You're not worrying about the charts all day. You're not looking at the charts every day. You're just, you have a key level set. Pardon me. And you just wait for that. You just wait for that. There we go. I like that. Cool. 2618. So if we do see that, I mean, that's 58%. That's a huge drop. It's a huge drop. So, but we do have some levels now to the downside. We do have some levels to the downside, right? We do have some levels. And so right now, I didn't look at the daily. I'm sorry for the indicators. You do have a green dot, which is very nice. This 51 level, I had a feeling this was for the daily. So that's good. MACD, you're above the 0. There's some good things going on here. You're above the 51, you're above the 50. When you're above that, you do great things. Right? When you're above that, you do great things. Look, you did that, and you did this. Okay? Got above it right through here. And what'd you do? Got above it right up through here. Got above it. What'd you do? You went up through here. Even got above it right here. Did this, and you did this. Okay, so good things. So good things happen when you're above this 50. So that's a great indication that price does want to ramp up. This coin does want to go up. I know it doesn't really make sense, right? Where some coins aren't doing great, Bitcoin isn't doing great, crypto isn't doing great, the market isn't doing great. But then you have coins like ABT that just went off. ABT went off for like 40 to 50% the last 2 days. ARC has gone up fairly well. What is there's a couple more. Edge went up. Edge has been going up. It's very hit or miss right now. It's very, ORAI went up. It was at like 20 something cents. It's up 100%. A lot of these assets where it's just, you get a random pop and it doesn't make the most sense. You do have a green dot right through here. You have, and that's a bullish signal. That's a bullish signal. So right now, it's still below this 16799. That's a big area for me. I got some buy orders where I'm gonna start to get in right through there. Okay, and then I'll have I've been operating with pretty tight stop losses where I'm just trying to minimize the losses. So that's what I got for the patterns. That's what I got for the key levels to the downside, key levels to the upside. Right, we got a bunch of stuff going on right here. And so if you're interested in something like this where, I put a screenshot out there, put my thoughts out there, where I'm entering, where I'm exiting, the ideas I have moving forward, that's for the Patreon membership. That's where you get instant chart updates upon request. Hey, CryptoVision, can you look at this for me? Get to it just for you. It's there for the archive, so you can go back and look at it. I do that for Bitcoin dominance, stablecoin dominance, all the big charts, everything like that. And you get trading view indicators. You get Friday exclusive videos on. It covers everything that you request in video format, and then more macro things, the ideas that we have moving forward. So as always, I thank you for your time. I thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.